Holy shit. That's the best way I can describe this movie. Just one big holy shit. And not in a bad way, of course. This was a movie I was very hyped for ever since the teaser trailer. The critics had pretty much nothing but praise for this film, and its concept had really great potential, and I could say with the utmost confidence, this film delivered. With the popularity of games like Doki Doki Literature Club and Yandere Simulator, it's actually pretty surprising that this is probably the closest live-action movie with the whole obsessive, murderous, and psychotic Yandere girl trope. Other films have tackled similar themes before, but this felt like the first movie I have seen that is fully aware of that trope and actively plays into it. To get the big things out of the way, Indy Navarrete hammers it as Nikki, the girl who completely goes insane as a result of the protagonist's wish for her to love him. I wasn't aware of almost any of the cast members in this movie, but Indy Navarrete practically forced me to know her. She dominates every single scene she's in, whether she's being creepy, or a little creepy. One of my favorite scenes of her involves a party and a game. No, I will not be elaborating further. Michael Johnston as Bear, the protagonist, is a close second though. He is very frustrating in a real sort of way. He lacks confidence, assertiveness, and allows himself to be pushed around. This obviously leads to disaster when he's dating a girl who is so obsessed with him that she's, well, you'll see. This movie was a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't expecting as much dark humor as there was, but almost every joke landed for me. Honestly, this film is more hilarious than scary, but don't let your guard down. There are some very adrenaline-pumping scenes. The cinematography was also an area that I thought was really good in this movie. There are one-take scenes where Bear is doing something and Nikki is just being creepy, and it works pretty much every time. Obsession is one of those movies that gets a lot better as the story goes on, almost like The Lighthouse. Midway through the first act, I was kind of waiting for this movie to just hook me, but you have to be a tiny bit patient with this film. It doesn't overstay its welcome, but it also doesn't sprint through the story. Trust me, once this movie gets weird, it only gets weirder, and once this movie gets good, it only gets better. I expect to see a lot of nitpicking about this movie, given this is a horror movie, and the premise literally involves wishing for whatever you want. I can smell the why not just wish for blah 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 criticisms already, but I think those people are missing the point. Regardless, the only thing I didn't like about this movie was just the beginning. I didn't feel like the movie knew how to fully set up the craziness before it went there, but it wasn't bad or anything. Overall, this movie was a damn good time, and I would say I wish I could see it again for the first time, but I'm not risking any repercussions. This film is horror movie of the year so far to me, and unless Backrooms, The New Evil Dead, or Zach Cregger's Resident Evil can cook, I think it's gonna stay that way. 9 out of 10.